everyone, this is Man Meets Gaming with another video today. After the last video, there was a ton of feedback on things that people wanted to change prior to going into the next update. Thought a lot of the feedback was amazing. I really appreciate you guys in the comment section. Definitely want to hear your voice. This is a video to kind of go over that. It's my top 5 fix list. Number 1 being Survivor Mission Affection Trophies. When you're buying from the vendor, you can only buy one at a time. Any other vendor though, whenever you're buying, to my knowledge, you can buy in bulk. If I'm buying scrap, I can buy in bulk. If I'm buying circuits, electronic parts, whatever, I can buy in bulk. But this is the only thing I can't buy in bulk. This makes it so tedious for whenever I want to buy legend levels with my infection trophies. Or it could be anything else, just like upgrading our weapons, all of the above. It just saves you an extra 3 minutes from pressing a button 100 times just so you can max out a blueprint. And there's a lot of blueprints to max out. Number 2, I think everybody saw this one coming, the flashlight. And this has been a topic of discussion for quite some time, and for good reasons. It's been 2 years. And I think the main reason why this can never be let go is because we already have an example with Dying Light 1 showing us that it can be done. We've already seen it. Literally, Techland, all they have to do is just carbon copy the flashlight over from a previous game, and we'll be done with this. Maybe add in a few extra animations that make it more immersive. And I think Dying Light 2 just needs to add in a little sprinkle of its own taste to the flashlight. I don't think it needs to be a massive overhaul compared to Dying Light 1, but it does need to have some of its own identity wrapped into everything. But really, that's all I have to say about the flashlight. I would love to say that I'm never going to bring this back up again, but I would be lying if I told you that. Going into number 3, this is a personal one for me, and it's also another one for a lot of other people that are sick and tired of it. Glitch weapons. It's exploiting the game. It's that simple. It's not making the game any better. It's getting people where they want to be within 2 shots of a boss. The community isn't relying on each other like how they intended them to with these missions, like survivor missions and leveling up through the open world. It really does hinder co-op play, and if I really wanted to, I could just go and get a glitch weapon, go farm a GRE anomaly, and I would have max legend level. So I really think this is something that Techland needs to still prioritize going forward. I know I've seen them implement some changes, making it less accessible to people, so that is a great start. I just want to see more from them in the future, and that's all I have for this one. Going into number 4, Volatile rework. This has been a subject in my community that I saw on the comment sections quite a bit, and I know a lot of people are really wanting to see this. I've been seeing it online as well. Basically, volatiles are in a bad state right now. Initially, whenever the game first launched, volatiles would only appear in the open world if you reach chase level 4. However, Techland has made a lot of changes since then, and they made it to where now all we get is volatiles. That is all that's on the street, it feels like at times. I feel like volatiles aren't as special as they once were. Right now, it's just like they're more of a nuisance. You can pretty much 3-shot a volatile, even with the exotic weapon. You don't need a glitch weapon for that. All you need is an exotic weapon that's fully modded out, and probably not even that, and you're still hitting, a 3-shot on volatiles. They're not in the best state, but I did have a viewer that made a really good point and features that they would want to see, and this comes from Joseph. I think adding hunting parties of volatiles, 2, 3, 4 standard ones, and a tyrant leader, they give extra XP if you kill them, would be a cool idea for nights in nightmare mode. And then also, stated below, extra dense hordes in the street at night could help balance out. So you have 2 choices, either pure pandemonium on the streets or near certain death on the rooftops from the volatiles. I think this is a great idea. I think that they could definitely do something with this. That's an awesome feature that Techland could implement for the volatiles to make it feel a little bit more special in a sense. And thanks again for the feedback on this. I greatly appreciate any comments that, are adding new ideas that we can submit to Techland so they can make a better game for us. All I have for this one. Moving on to number 5, zombie lunge animations. This has been a reoccurring issue that the community has been very outspoken about whenever it comes to wanting Techland to fix this issue. And what it basically is that the runner zombies, they'll lunge at you, and even if you dodge it and get out of the way, they'll still complete their animation. They'll pop a 180 like a heat-seeking missile straight to your dome, and that's just not the way the mechanic was supposed to be intended to play out, and it gives you a stun lock, and I think that's what people are really frustrated about whenever it comes to this feature, is that it takes away from the control of your character whenever you're fighting zombies, and people are concerned if this doesn't get fixed prior to nightmare mode that we're just going to get stun locked and we're going to lose legend levels very easily because volatiles would just like 2-tap us and we will be on the ground and we can't do anything about it. I think Techland really needs to prioritize in fixing this, or just scrapping the mechanic as a whole if they don't feel like this can be done in a timely manner prior to the new update. Personally, I don't think anyone is going to miss this mechanic if it is scrapped as a whole. So Techland, please just figure out something. I think either way, if something's done about this, I think the community would be very happy about it. And lastly, I wanted to add, Techland added a dev blog for all our community feedback. Any features that we want to see in the future of Dying Light 2, they have an open forum for it on the Pilgrim Outpost. So please, I highly suggest going over there. I dropped a link in the description so you can easily have access to that so you can get your voice heard. But that's all I have for today's video. That was my top 5 fix list of things I want to see prior to Nightmare Mode and VC Tower raids. But let me know what you guys think and what your thoughts are on what Techland can also do to improve the game prior to the new update that's happening. That's all for me, and I hope to catch you guys on the next one.